It's really funny. I have two identical phones, but they're two identical pictures we see, or opposite. I'm tired. I just woke up. The pictures aren't the same. They're not the same. Any update on the Bears? No. No, that's why I'm out here. I came out and I'm just gonna hang out and see what happens today. Hi, good morning. Thanks for the heart, love. Deja, thank you. Oh, yesterday a little baby showed up without mom and was screaming for mom. And what time is it? 8 o'clock. And so little baby Vinny might be all alone, but that's part of growing up. Sometimes we leave the house early. Yes, Australia's delayed a little bit, about 10 days. I'm waiting on passport. Thanks, everybody. Absolutely, that's next step, yes. You guys see the heart up on the mountain? We got a little bit of a heart this morning. Yes, we're in Alaska. Make sure you like, share, follow, hit the buttons, all the things. You know, when I used to be on YouTube, let me get my flower. I'm trying to talk with no microphone here. Yes, thank you. Thanks, Dor. I think it's Doran. Sorry, I'm go, go, go. I'm go, go, go here. I was just gonna say, I remember when I started my YouTube videos, I would go on live stream and I would say, hey, everybody, go to your local school, go to your local shopping mall, get on the intercom and tell everybody to subscribe and follow to my channel. And I didn't know what you had to do to get noticed. And boy, I tried it all. I don't think anyone ever called me out at their school, though. I was telling them, you go on that PA and you just tell them, right, on the intercom. But now I just say follow and it happens, and I appreciate it's that easy now. You guys make my life pretty easy, thank you. We haven't seen little Vinny yet, and we're waiting for that. Hi, Julie. Hi, Harry Bunny. Hi, Doran. Hi, Kim Kavina. Hi, Maggie Rose. Hi, Kimberly. Oh, what a good morning. I just made the super, super jumbo coffee. Just in case I have to encounter jumbo today, I'm ready. You don't know about jumbo, that's the biggest black bear anyone's ever seen, ever. Ever. Back in when there was dinosaurs, this is bigger than those bears. At least 7 times bigger. This bear that came the other day was so big, my kids called it an elephant. The bear was literally so big, I heard the deadbolt on my house lock. This is a joke, but it's also the truth. My kids locked me outside. The bear that came 2 days ago was so big. I heard click, clack, the deadbolt locking. My kids were like, no, Dad, you're staying out there by yourself. And yeah, they locked me outside. And I don't know what that says when your kids lock you outside with the biggest bear you ever saw. But yeah, I have video. But I guess they have faith in me. You know your kids have faith in you when they lock you out. Or the opposite. They're like, this is how we get rid of party time. Yeah, it was going to be like Weekend at Bernie's. They were going to have to push me all like some kind of a bicycle with my hands taped to the handlebars. I got the glasses are already on, though. I already look like Weekend at Bernie's today, don't I? I loved that movie. I got the mustache. I got the glasses. It's full Weekend at Bernie's. I should have titled it Weekend at Bernie's today. The air is so fresh and moist here today. Oh, it just smells. So, you know, that moist morning air kind of hydrates your lungs, if that's even a thing. I feel like my lungs are hydrated. Oh, it's such good air this morning. Hi, Samuel Flores. Hi, Passion Fruitcake. Hi, RC Pop Pop. Hi, Fast Energy. Thanks, Athena. I snuck out here early, and I don't see any wildlife at all this morning. I hear some birds, but it's really quiet. So they'll start coming out of the woodwork any minute. Clean air. Oh, the air here is so clean. I just washed it. How's my ear? Oh, my ear's it's not good. I should probably go to the hospital. Thanks for remembering. No, my one ear, I need to go to the hospital probably. It doesn't look good. I think I got bit by something out here and it's 3 times the size. I'm not sure what it was, but yeah, I don't know, it's sticking straight out. It's sticking straight out. Something bit me and it's hard as a rock. So, yeah, I can hear better. It sticks out just like an elephant ear. You're right. Next, I'm going to start growing a trunk. Go ahead. Next, you're going to call me Jumbo. All we need is a tail. Someone get me a tail. Hurry. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Now I'm a real elephant. I mean, come on. I'm not super worried about my ear, everybody. I'll go to the military hospital when they open. I get free medical care. I'm one of those military guys. Free doctors forever. Yes! Free doctors forever. Yes! Thank you, U.S. military. Free doctors forever. Yes! Isn't that the best thing in the world? Free doctors forever. That's the best thing in the world. Hey, nothing's free. Yeah, they swipe my credit card more than the Bears when I leave the VA, everybody. If you think the Bears overcharge me, wait till you see what the VA charges me. My usual VA bill is like $1.35. Any of you guys got one of those bills from the VA? 32 cents? I've had a couple 32-cent bills. The hospital ever sent you a 32-cent bill? They send us the goofiest bills. It's like negative 0.3 cents. They want to give us money. It's the goofiest bills. But hey, a 3-cent bill, I'm not complaining. That's hilarious. Send them all day. Hey, you got to make a joke about stuff. And one thing that's no joke is all the military doctors that work at those hospitals. They're underpaid and overworked, and they deal with some grumpy customers. Next time you're at a military hospital, tell everybody thank you at least 100 times. Because I promise they never hear it enough. Yes, the postage is always more than your military bill. Man, that's true. Oh, my mustache just turned 2 years old yesterday. If you missed my big birthday party, ooh, I got coffee all over me. I look gross, sorry. But hey, that's life, right? Mustache turned 2 years old yesterday. I know, can you tell I never trimmed it? 2 years. Everyone said you have to trim it, and I never did, and well, look what happened. Hi, San Francisco, slick, so sick. 43rd in Balboa, and 38th in Cordova. That's where I used to live, San Francisco. You could only say those street corners if you actually lived there. Hi, Red Dog. I grew up in San Francisco for quite a while, and boy, that was a rough place to grow up. Just going to high school, literally, I would get jumped every day just walking into school, whatever jumped is. There'd be like 50 people standing around the front door of my high school in San Francisco just to go into the school. I had to fight through a group of 50 people trying to attack, steal, and rob from me. Growing up in San Francisco in the 90s was dangerous in high school. It was so dangerous. Oh man, every day it was just combat at school. It was like something from a movie. I don't even know how this went unregulated back then. Oh man, high school used to be a dangerous place. Be happy for whatever you have now, because I have a story on my mind. You guys want to hear the craziest high school story you could ever tell? Story. I'm in San Francisco at a high school. You know how San Francisco has really big hills? I'm at Lincoln High School, Abraham Lincoln High School. It's right in the middle of a whole bunch of hills. It's kind of like at the top of this big uphill. And to get there, you got to go up the hill a little bit, okay? So there's a police station at the bottom of the hill and a bus stop. So our rival high school, during a football event, listen to this. Our rival high school got on a city bus and left their high school. And they took the bus all the way across town to our high school. Then they got off the bus, all the toughest people. And they walked right past the police station, and they walked up the hill, and they went through all 3 floors of our high school, and they beat everybody up. You ever heard of a high school rivalry where they send over the football team and they beat up everybody in your school? I'm talking radios broken over people's heads. Floor by floor, they went through our whole high school and they beat everybody up. Everybody. And then the bus that they got off of did its loop and made it to the top of the hill, and they all got back on the bus and they went back to school. Someone says they heard about this. I was at school that day. Everybody got beat up. I didn't get beat up. Everybody got, teachers, kids, girls, guys. I'm telling you, the first thing that happened, they were walking up the hill. A guy's got his little radio and he's like, boom, boom, bang, bang. They grabbed his radio and broke it over his head into 2 pieces. This was our rival high school. Back then, you took sports serious in America. Serious. So anyhow, Abraham Lincoln High School, San Francisco, you can look it up. It was like 1994. Everybody got beat up. 3,500 kids beat up by 20. It was like something out of a movie. I watched this play out. And the security guards walked across the street and got out of the way. They left the campus. The security guards left the school. It was so scary. Someone said I was so scared I ran to Alaska for safety with the bears. They didn't say it like that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, imagine that day in high school when everybody gets beat up. Anyone have a story like that from school? Because if that happened today, imagine the news story. Every kid at school got beat up. Oh my goodness. Yes, it was football players against rival players, but they just hit everybody. They hit everybody. They hit everybody in their way. It was just so planned and coordinated. They went floor to floor. They knew what they were going to do. This school was giant. It was horseshoe shaped. So to clear all those floors, it was ridiculous what happened. And it happened in like 2 minutes. It was like a robbery. They took our happiness that day. They robbed us. Hey, that's crazy though. Like, just imagine that. You got your kid at school and there's like a whole gang beating up your whole kid's school. What happened to them? They got on the bus and they went back to school and no one ever cared. That's San Francisco. There wasn't cameras back then. I lived in a world where no one had a camera. Nobody. So you just get back on the bus, you go back to school, and you go practice for more football the next week. Nobody could even believe that could happen, right? That sounds like the most BS story. Art of War says no way that happened. Oh, it happened. It's documented. Somebody from San Francisco will tell you in the comments. It happened for a fact, and I was there, and boy, that's probably the only time in history. Yes, this happened. It's probably the only time in history a whole school got beat up. 3,500 kids. Lincoln High School, San Francisco. It was like 1995 or 1994. Look it up. Fact. I was there for that. I stood there with my friend Keith. Hi, Keith, if you're watching. And Keith and I just stood there in shock. Somehow we got unrecognized. We just blended in. I think I looked like the paint of the school. I just blended right in. Nobody else blended in that day. But I was sitting right by the military ROTC building, which was like totally full of things that go bang, bang, bang. So they probably didn't want to go inside that building and fight. If you're going to go beat up a whole school, stay out of the ROTC building. Little tip. No, this was the Abraham Lincoln High School in San Francisco, unless they changed its name. Back then it was Abraham Lincoln High School, and it was a dangerous life for me growing. Was there ever a moment of my life that wasn't dangerous, right? Someone's like, Casey, when was it ever safe for you? When have you ever been safe? I think only when the bears are around. That's the safest I ever feel, for real. That's the safest I've ever felt in my life, is when I'm out here in my yard surrounded by bears. That might actually be a true statement, everybody. Gosh, that sounds like that's crazy to even say that, but that's a true statement. 95 was the only large-scale fight. Then it was 1995, Brandon. I'm 48. It's been a couple minutes. Sorry if I'm off by a year or two, but it happened. I was there. Thanks for appreciating my microphone. This is the MZ11634. It's got an amazing battery life. Someone said flat Earth or global Earth. Big rock. I'm going to answer it like that. Big rock. Big rock goes bounce, bounce, skip on the water. Splash, splash, big rock. Did I answer your question? Big rock, splash, splash, skip, skip on the water. Someone that wants to know if we're flat or around Earth. Like, come on now. Where's my tinfoil hat? I have it on. It's underneath here. I'm totally wearing tinfoil. That's why I keep lagging all the time. It's my hat. Oh, I think I'm allergic to these little flowers. As much as I said this is a neutral flower, every time I put it in front of my face, I start to not breathe good. I am such a yellow canary. I have a bear just sitting behind me. How come no one told me there's a bear behind me? I really wish I had enough friends that were like, dude, we got your back. There's a bear behind you. I mean, come on, everybody. We hang out all day and you can't even warn me. I got a bear behind me. Goodness. Like, share, follow, everybody. Oh, that looks like Billy. No, it's Freddy. It's Freddy. Good job, everybody. You guys know your, everyone, you guys know your bears. I don't even have to tell you who they are anymore. You know, I could just fall asleep and you guys could pretty much run this show from here on out. Hi, Bakersfield, California. Go eat some me and Ed's pizza for me. Hi, Oregon. Bakersfield, you have to eat one me and Ed's pizza today for me. And if you don't want to eat it, go give it to somebody that's hungry. Crunch, crunch, yummy pizza, gooey cheese. Go eat one of those for me. Hi, little bear. Hi, little bear. Someone says I look like I'm going to steal their kids. You think I need more kids? That's just the weirdest comment. I mean, should I block you or laugh at you? Someone said if the bear attacks me, stop breathing. I think that's how bear attacks work, buddy. That's kind of how bear attacks work. I don't know the last time you've been chewed up by a bear, but yeah, you usually hold your breath for about an hour. Maybe forever. Oh my goodness. What's up, my bear? Ooh, we're just gonna chill. Because you know what? I'm gonna tell you what I know about this bear. The squirrel's gonna agree. This bear just wants to chill, and so we're gonna let that bear chill. Hey, THHH. Yesterday I rolled up in a rug and let a bear jump on me. Someone says fight the bear. Yesterday I rolled up in a rug like a superhero with a cape, so the bears could jump up and down on top of me. I wanted that scene from the Great Outdoors movie with John Candy. Yeah, I wanted to be under the door while the bear was jumping on me. I tried so hard. I went and watched it back, and it wasn't as funny as I imagined it, but, you know, I set myself up to win. That's what matters. I got in that rug. You know what the bear did? It went straight for my leg and bit my bare leg. It said, hey, he's got Magnum PI shorts. I see something hanging out, and just latched onto me. Ah! That's how bears are. You give them a rug and they take a leg, right? No, this is Freddie. I was so excited yesterday. I was like, I'm going to wrap myself up in a Costco rug. If you don't have a Costco around, that's like a really big store in America. And I get these big rubber rugs there, and I rolled myself up in one like a hot dog, and I laid on the ground, and, well, I turned into a miniature bear trampoline for a minute. It was funny. Someone said my videos are pre-recorded, Robert. Well, Robert, you know what? Go find another video if you don't like it. Yeah, I pre-recorded this 300 years ago. Yeah, 300 years ago, I bought two brand new negative iPhone 17s. That's the really old model, a negative iPhone 17. Yeah, so I was out there with Fred Flintstone in my my prehistoric Oakleys, filming this back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth. And yeah, it was pre-recorded about 200 years ago. I mean, 200 million years ago, sorry. Yeah, 200 million years ago. And aren't you lucky to watch 200 million year old footage, right? I mean, you can complain that it's pre-recorded, but when I recorded this, there was dinosaurs, so just go ahead and complain about that. People will complain about complaining. If you ask everybody, hey, can you complain about complaining for me? They will. They'll be like, hey, complaining's tiring. Every time I complain, I quit hitting the like button. They're like, when I'm busy complaining, I don't even bother to share or follow or subscribe or anything. I'm so busy complaining. So, complaining about complaining is hard. So don't make me do it. Because I can't just focus on this bear right next to me, and that's much more interesting. Much more interesting. Oh, 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 oh. Hey, my bear. Hi. You want to say hi? Do you want to say hi? Here, here. I'm going to touch your ear with a flower. Look, I touched your ear with a flower, you ferocious monster. You ferocious monster. Yeah, the only reason I could get that pre-recorded footage to wiggle like that is because I tickled the pre-recorded footage with a flower. Yeah, when you pre-record footage, all you have to do is tickle it with a flower to make it move, and your movie moves. That's how AI works. Yeah. I mean, come on now. Some people are just never going to be happy. You show them the sun and they want to talk about the moon. They're like, yeah, but the moon isn't as bright as the sun. Yeah, you're showing me the sun, but did you know that the moon, it doesn't glow? Yeah, oh yeah, the moon doesn't glow. You said it reflects light. No, it doesn't glow at all. I looked at it. I Googled it. Google said, just hit the like button, everybody. I swear, how much patience. I'm here with wild bears all day, and everyone wants to test my patience. My goodness. No, I never watched Three's Company. Thanks for reminding me. I wish I had time. I really wish I had time. I watched about 30 seconds of a video this morning, and I was in my kitchen, and I remembered what I learned from Casey Neistat. Does anyone know who Casey Neistat is? I might be saying his name wrong. You guys know who he is, New York. How do you not, right? So he said every minute you're on social media, he didn't say it to this quoted terms, but literally what I took away from it, every minute you're watching social media, you're not making social media. So I quit watching and I started making. That was my go moment. That was about 40,000 followers ago when I was at 300. And I never quit. I haven't watched anything. And I never stopped. So thanks to him, he showed this big colorful graph of how you spend your time, and he did it like on construction paper, just how I would, like a little 5-year-old. Exactly how I would. And his name's Casey, and his last name starts with an N. And I'm like, well, what are the chances, right? And so his big chart's all made out of like crayons and construction paper, and he's trying to like show all the time and justify things and make priorities and decisions and trying to make all the amounts of the color justify actions, reactions. And well, my big takeaway from that whole thing was if you're gonna lay on the couch and watch Push-Up King all day, you might not be doing any push-ups, right? You know what I'm trying to say. And here I am, I watch the same show as you all day, so don't take that the wrong way. So if I'm gonna be watching anything on social media, it's me. Go ahead and make fun of me. I became my own favorite social media guy, and that's what I had to do to win. You have to be your favorite. And if you have a business, a family, and you bring that enthusiasm to the table, well, if you want to be a good example, a good role model, you got to have a good self-esteem. And if you're not your number one favorite content creator, maybe you should start being your number one favorite content creator right when you're done watching this live stream, of course. Right at the moment I turn it off, turn yours on until I turn mine back on. Then you have to turn yours off again. Every time mine goes on, you have to turn yours off. I'm sorry. I make the rules here. I make the rules here. No, I'm not married. I don't believe in marriage. I was married before, and a person like me doesn't ask permission to be in love or to have fun. So, I'm in love, but I'm not signing any paper or telling anybody, yes, sir, yes, ma'am, for permission to be in love. And I hope I don't offend anybody with that feeling, but people ask all the time, and well, love, you don't have to sign up for love, everybody. There's not a big list and you sign up and see if you're approved. That's not how love works. So, a lot of people, for a lot of reasons, do a lot of things, and well, my personal stance is love is free, and getting divorced isn't. I had to get a new microphone after that. Woo! Oh man, those are words of wisdom, youngsters. Listen to that. Words of wisdom. Not from me, but from every man that ever came before me. Secretly wrote down on a list. There's a list for that. They said, don't tell anybody, but they all signed up and they're like, oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. What I could tell you. But do you know what the list is bigger? It's the ladies' list. The ladies have a bigger one, guys. Yeah, and they're like, what I've put up with. They're like, yeah. Once they heard they could call it a dad bod, they were all in on that hobby. They're like, really? It's a thing? And they went all in. Ladies, you know about that, the dad bod. The excuse to explode. I'm just kidding. Don't get mad, everybody. I had one for a long time. I finally figured out how to get rid of it. Yeah, you know the problem? Do you know why you have dad bods? Leftover cereal, leftover cake, leftover cookies, leftover pizza. You're a young couple and you think you have to eat everything. You're like, we bought that. We bought that. Don't throw that away. We bought that. And you eat everything. You eat more scraps than bears. And don't do that to yourself. Make extra food. Throw that garbage away. Go feed a homeless something. But don't sit there and justify overeating as a young parent. And you know what I'm talking about, everybody. You know what I'm talking about. You made a pizza, the kids weren't hungry. You just sat there and ate the whole thing because you're like, that was $9.95. And you torture yourself with money. And I did that for many years. Don't torture yourself just because you bought something. Learn how to throw stuff away. And here's a good golden rule. If you haven't used something in 3 years, go throw it away today. Anything's been sitting in your house for 3 years, throw it away. Put it in the trash. Lighten the load. Be free. If you didn't use it in 3 years, it's because you don't want it. That's right. Put it in the bin of any sort. However, the magical recycle, give it to a hummingbird that needs one. You put it in that bin, but don't hold on to stuff. Because one day you'll be long gone and someone's going to have to sort through all that. And it won't be till like 10 years after you're gone. And just think of how long those items sat there. Just get rid of some things this week. What if it was 2 years ago? Wait for 3. You learn this over time. 3 is the magic number. 48 months is, at 48 months you realize the best tip in life, the happiest you'll ever be, is when you have the least amount of things. You're talking on a flower microphone, sitting in the wet grass. That might be some of the best moments. Not the leather chair surrounded in gold-plated toilets. whatever that means to you. Don't overdo life. The simple things are always the best. Huh, Freddie? Hey, Freds. Hey, Freds. What's my Fred doing? Hey, Freds, come here. Freddie, come here. Thanks, Icy. Hey, not only can you not take it with you, but adventure is less adventurous when you worry about the things you left behind. If you're on a glacier in the middle of the mountains somewhere having the most beautiful day like this day right now, and you're up on that glacier and you're walking around and you own too many things and you have too many businesses and there's just too much things going on in your life, do you think you're going to enjoy being on that glacier up in the sunshine like this? Well, you won't, because you're going to be worried someone's taking it away from you. And if you just give all that garbage away, you can be more free. And you can go enjoy nature with a more relaxed presence. And you might find yourself hanging out with a big group of bears like me because you just got so relaxed. You just didn't care anymore about anything material. And I mean, sure, I care. Stuff costs money. I'm not trying to be some dumb hypocrite, but no, not even close. Whatever that means, I wouldn't even drive it. If you gave me a Ferrari, I wouldn't even drive it. I wouldn't even drive it. And then having it in my garage, it would ruin my day up in the woods. I'd be like, oh no, I have a pretty red car from Italy in my garage. No, I wouldn't care. You could leave that in my garage, I wouldn't care. But some things I do care about. And the more I care, the less I appreciate other things. Because you can only care about so much. I mean, you can only care about so much. When you see the kids, or the bears, I call them kids. When you see the bears in my yard playing, they're happier than most of us could ever imagine being. Because all they have to worry about is playing. You watch these bears just slap each other in the face and roll around in the bushes and jump in the pools behind me and do all the little bear things. Well, the only thing that crossed their mind was their friend's paw, literally. That's a pretty chill state to be in. Someone said, very nice home. Oh, you like my house? Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I'm doing so good. Yeah, I said downsize. That's my house. That's my bathtub behind me. That's my cold plunge pool over here. Yeah, when you downsize, whoo, boy, you go all the way down. Yeah, you know, life's about down. Look at, there's proof. Go downsize. No, that's not my house, everybody. I'm having fun. I know, poor Casey. Oh, man. Everyone cry me a river. It's hot out here. I need some moisture. I need some water. Cry me a river, please. Oh, man. There's always somebody new on that thinks I live in the horse barn. And that's funny. I think I'm actually going to move in there. If this video gets like 3 million likes, I'll move in the horse barn for the whole week. I'll put my bed in there. I'll invite the bears to have a slumber party. I'll get a little mini fridge in there, a tiny coffee maker. What else should I get in there? Someone said a slip and slide. I can do a slip and slide that goes from the door all the way out to here. So when I come out to do live stream, I can do it like a seal on my belly. Yeah, it's going to be sealy fun. It's going to be the best week ever. Someone says I'm going to live inside my mustache. I think that's what they're trying to say. Auto dictate won't let him say it, but I think someone says I can use this as a tent. They said if you get hairspray and stick it out far enough, you might be able to take off at 40 miles an hour like an airplane. Let's go see some bears. Can you tell I got my coffee too early? Anytime I'm this happy in the morning, it's pure coffee. It's fake positivity. It's pure caffeine. Fake positivity and green screen. The coffee's real though. That's the one consistent real thing in my life, coffee. Hi, Lisa. Hi, William Beary. Hi, Brianna. Hope everyone's having a great morning. So we have one bear here right now. It's Freddy, but I'm going to count the timer. Right now it says 8:49. At 8:51, there's going to be a second bear here. I'm just doing it. I'm doing the Babe Ruth. I'm pointing to the outfield. This is going to be a home run. 3 minutes, we're going to see another bear. You guys start timing me. Let's see how accurate I am. Do 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 do. I never watched any game shows in my life. I never watched Bob Barker. I never watched Pat Sajak. I never watched Jeopardy. Yeah, see, I beat you, Lemon Tarts. I never watched Jeopardy. The new virus. Someone's telling me to leave this bear alone. So I'm going to leave me alone. Look at, two can tango here. Leave me alone. Bye-bye. What am I doing? Am I not allowed to sing Price is Right in my front yard, everybody? Someone wants to ban me from singing Price is Right and game show theme songs and talking to Bob Barker's microphone. And apparently they don't want me wearing my glasses today, which I never do. And leave him alone. You mean the bear that was jumping on me yesterday? This bear, the one that was jumping on me yesterday, wrapped in a rug? I'm rolled up in a rug like a hot dog, and this bear's jumping on me. Maybe the bear should leave me alone. Because when I rolled up in a rug, that bear jumped on me. That bear jumped on me. So next time he jumps on me when I'm rolled up in a rug, I'll make sure to tell him to leave me alone. Can you get off my property? It's actually my property, buddy. Goofy bear. Hi, my Goofy. Hey, I run out of comedy routines. Everyone says ignore all the trolls, and you know what? If a troll takes the time to crawl out of their cave, and they bring their big axe with them, and they walk all the way to the top of the mountain to leave some little troll droppings all over our live stream, we can facilitate the slightest amount of attention. They just need a little bit of attention. It's dark down there in the cave when you're a troll. The work it takes, you don't know what a troll goes through, everybody. You have to carry that axe out of the cave. Sometimes the tip of the axe, it hits the rocks and it kind of messes up your back because axes are long. Yes. So they get that axe and they have to walk out of that cave going clankety clank all the way out. Get out of the cave, got their axe, then all the way to the top of the mountain. Caves are down at the bottom where the turkeys live. So they're down there with the turkeys. They're pushing all the turkeys out of the way so they can climb up to the top of the mountain and sit with the eagles. And you know what they do when they come up with the eagles? They sit down little troll droppings everywhere. And then they run all the way back the mountain, all the way down, back in the cave, and they hide. They come all the way up here to do little troll droppings. And they could have made friends with eagles. Don't be a troll. Trolls swim with turkeys, and turkeys can't swim. Trolls don't get to play with bears. Someone said they want me to hybrid with a troll. Do you guys want a push-up king troll hybrid? Yeah. What do you think about that? A push-up king troll hybrid. It'd be like me, but with a big axe. Maybe I should go get one so we can practice wielding it. Hi, beautiful bear. Hey, everybody, without trolls, I run out of comedy routines. I just do. Oh, we just hit that bear 30. Bear knows there's another bear here. Remember I said 3 minutes? We're about 3 minutes past that, but there's a bear here now. So I was pretty close. You can almost say when bears are gonna show up here. It's crazy. Hey trolls, how you all doing? Everyone, we're saying hi to you. Hope you're having a good day. Okay, that's enough. That's when we become bullies. Let me rephrase that. Hi, sweethearts. I hope you're having the most amazing day. I hope love finds you, and everywhere you look, love. Someone said the bear's bullying me. Oh no, not this bear. This is the sweetest bear in the world. This is the most depressed, loneliest. This guy just lays in my yard all summer, so lazy. He's so lazy. This bear is just the laziest bear in the world. I say that while he just nonstop walks everywhere. I'm kind of a bully. I'm calling him lazy, and he's been working out more than me. This bear. Wow, it's colorful today here, isn't it? Do you guys see all that vibrant color? Make sure you like, share, follow. This is my YouTube channel. If you want to find me on my YouTube channel, all these recordings are on YouTube forever. You can go watch them anytime. If there's any of these moments you wanted to show to someone and you can't re-watch it, it's on YouTube. NOVESKE. Type in Push-Up King, all one word, you'll find me. YouTube. If you want to see a little more colorful experience, that's what TikTok is. TikTok's very colorful. And I haven't seen a lot of it today, but they put goofy hats on me and they make me like ride whales through the ocean. AI kind of takes over. And if you don't know about this, I just found out recently. It's kind of fun. And well, TikTok, they do some really neat things. It's very colorful. And each platform is really cool in its own way. And each one's cool in its own way. So I highly recommend you check them both out. Thanks, Wes. Thanks, Doran. Yeah, you can go to YouTube and watch the video of Jumbo, the biggest bear ever. And you can see all the highlights of Fluffy and Vinny this summer. Oh, do you know what I wanted to do, everyone? There's something I want to do over here. And this, I hope it's still here. If this is still here, oh, please still be here. They might have destroyed it. Let me see. I'm going to look for this in a second. I had a little bear sign. Do you guys remember the Fluffy and Vinny bear sign I made? It was over here in the bushes, and it said Fluffy and Vinny, and oh, there it is. Oh my gosh, this is it. Hang on, everybody. This is the thing I probably saved forever. I'm probably gonna have this forever. I might cry if I look at this too much. Yeah, I can't look at that. I'm not gonna look at that. I can't look at that. But I wanted everyone to see that. Yeah, I wore my tinted glasses today. It's like courage goggles. You can't see if I'm crying or not, right? Hey, and you know, Fluffy could be around still, but whether Fluffy's fine or not, it was really sad to see the baby over here screaming for its mom in panic. You never want to see a baby at your doorstep screaming for its mom. And it reminds me when I was young, my cousins would always show up on my mom's doorstep. Justin and Nicole. And if you're out there, hi Justin and Nicole, I'm thinking about you. And they would just end up on our doorstep all the time, my cousins, in the middle of the night. We'd open up our door and they'd just be on our doorstep. Their mom would just dump them off on our doorstep at like 2 in the morning and not even tell anybody. And, well, seeing something crying at your doorstep, I know a lot about that. Seeing someone crying something, and there's a lot of emotion being abandoned, being a sad kid without your parents. And so many times I saw my cousins just dumped off. Nobody wanted them. One of my cousins, Justin, he became so stupid rich. He came from somewhere so bad that he spent his whole life, he's like Bill Gates now. Hi, Justin. I'm not talking negative at all. You did great. Yeah, one of them turned out to be Bill Gates, right? So, whatever that's worth. Yeah, you know, so sometimes you see those little kiddos out there in the world and they got their whole life ahead of them, but like nothing but sadness behind them, right? That's hard. It's a drive. It's a thing that makes you go and do a lot in life, but I don't know. A lot of people, you've had sugar-coated lies. If you've never seen your family members just dumped off on your porch before, you might not know what I'm talking about, but that's what families do to each other. People get selfish, and instead of being responsible, they just dump their kids off. Maybe that's what Fluffy did. But they just dump their kids with somebody, and they just go about their life, and they're like, you know what? I'd rather just go have fun than be a parent today, and that's never acceptable. So when I saw little Vinny here sad and crying, well, I know that feeling. I know that feeling. Apparently, someone wants to call me a bunch of names for sharing my feelings, but hey, there's someone out there that needed to hear that, that's been dumped off on a porch. Somebody maybe is about to do some porch dumping. I don't know why you'd be watching my channel if you feel like dumping kids later, but if you are gonna, don't be selfish. Rethink everything about everything. Big deep breath. Undo the selfish button. It's a hard button to undo. Once you're programmed to hit the selfish button, it's almost impossible to undo that, right? We've all found the selfish button before. And it's good to erase that button. That's one thing you can try to erase in life. It's a hard thing. Let me try to clean this camera. All right. What a beautiful day, isn't it? It's Sunday, and it's just so beautiful. The grass is so green. This summer in Alaska, this is really funny. I was talking to someone this week, and they were telling me that this has been like a really bad summer in Alaska. Did anyone notice that? Because we've been on live stream every day. Did anyone notice this was a bad summer? I don't know how someone had the nerve. They're telling me, I know, someone's telling me this is a bad summer. And I'm like, when? And they're like, oh, it was raining. I'm like, yeah, the grass is green. The grass is green. How do you think that happens? So someone tried to say this is a bad summer to me, and I'm like, how? But apparently, here's the joke. Do you know how many days I sat out here in the rain with the bears? Just put it in the comments. How many days have you watched me sit in the rain all day for like 16 hours hanging out with bears? And so apparently I just forgot. I forgot those days. Yeah, there was a lot of them, but I forgot them all. And someone said 30. I sat in the rain for so long, my feet went soggy. If anyone remembers that, my feet went soggy. I had all kinds of water damage. So yes, maybe it was the worst summer ever, but my perception of that same summer was the most beautiful summer ever. And I was shocked. I was literally shocked that someone had a negative thing to say about this year. I don't even know how you could have, how did you find, it was the best summer ever. It's been the best summer ever. And, well, that's my outlook. So I hope that's your takeaway this summer. Because some people can have the exact same summer and say worst summer ever. Isn't that kind of interesting? How do people do that? Same summer. And there's nothing negative about it. So, life is how you see it, right? If you see happiness and positivity, that's what it is. Yeah, I think someone else is from Alaska, but you know what? Alaska on fire, whew, that's the worst thing you could ever imagine. When Alaska's on fire, the smoke is so bad you have to leave the state. An asthmatic can't stay here when it's on fire. So, at least we're not on this big strip of hotels like out in the middle of the desert because we had to run away from our Alaska, right? Like, sometimes you just got to appreciate that everything about everything where you are at that moment. It's sunny, it's beautiful, it's green, healthy. You just go down the list and just check all the boxes. It's a win. And guess what? If it rains on you, it's still a win. Now you're uber hydrated. Uber hydrated. And yes, if we're at the beach trying to do tide pools and there's 100-mile-an-hour winds and rain, that would be an absolute worst case scenario, but there's always the alternative of brown grass and dust. So it's like, don't ever think in life that there's a reason to complain about anything. Because when you're complaining, all you're doing is you're just hyper focusing on on like one little quality of the day, right? As if all the other qualities had no value. Someone said my live stream on YouTube is dedicated to Donald Trump. Thanks, Claudia. My live streams apparently are dedicated to Donald Trump. Oh, hang on, everyone. Hang on. I have to dedicate this one to Trump. Here we go. Hang on. There we go. Hang on. I'm dedicating this one to Daddy Trump there real quick. Hey, everybody. How does it look? Trump with a mustache? I'm looking good today, huh? Look at that. Oh, yeah, baby. Trump over here. There we go. It's like Trump and Elvis mixed with Tom Selleck. You don't even know what you're looking at right now. You're shaking in your seat. Your brain can't even comprehend all this hair. Oh, yeah, that's how Trump feels in the morning. Okay, there you go. Oh, that's why I keep a lot of hair around. Just in case someone says I'm dedicating this to Trump. I would have to agree with them. There's your proof. Oh, man. If you can't make so fun of yourself and your president, maybe you're in the wrong country, right? No matter who your president is, you have to be able to make fun of him. You have to. All the presidents. Because you know what? If you're going to go put yourself in that position in the world, expect criticism. When you're on top, however you got there, when you're on top of something, you're going to get criticism. Especially when you dance like Trump. Especially when you dance like Trump, you're going to get some criticism. Someone said something about North Korea. Is that Kim Jong-chong? What's his name? Kim Jong-un? I don't watch the news. We'll just call him Dr. Kim. I would dance with Dr. Kim out here right now. If Dr. Kim showed up, Dr. Kim Jong, whatever his name is, we'd be out here doing the boogie, the North Korea boogie, okay? I would turn him positive in 20 minutes. Make a new gift goal. Okay. Doing it. I could take any world leader and make them positive in 20 minutes. I can get them to play fetch quicker than a bear. Everybody, bring me all your world leaders and a bucket of tennis balls, and I will have them playing fetch quicker than a black bear. You ever seen a president play fetch? Well, not yet, but we're going to take care of that on this channel. You keep hitting the like button. I'm going to figure out how to get all the presidents out here lined up playing fetch. I'll throw the ball, and we'll see who the real world leader is. First one to get the ball with their mouth. You're the president. You're the president. But you have to be first. Hey, everyone, I'm just pushing buttons. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing my best, though. You guys can always find new gifts. You can go search in the shopping mall of TikTok excellence. And you can pull one out of the hat, like one that no one's ever seen before. But I do know we need a lion and we need a leopard. We need a lion and we need a leopard by tonight at 8 o'clock. That's really important. Do you guys know what lions and leopards are? I know we're missing out on that this week. A lion and a leopard. Someone wants my shirt. Look at that. 2020. I've had bears on my shirt since 2020, everybody. That's the logo of my company. Bears are nothing new here. Someone says I need to do better. Okay, Pappy, I'll try harder. Do I have a place where I can chill overlooking the bears? Yes. I have a castle right here. 1, 2, 3. It's about 60 foot tall. I have a 60-foot tall castle. So I could go all the way up on top in my guard tower, and I can grab onto Rapunzel's hair, and I can scale the wall, holding onto that beautiful blonde hair like a big rope ladder. And I could climb down the castle wall halfway. When I'm halfway down the wall, I could probably get a better view right there. But my preferred view method is right here, right next to the bear. So instead of doing all that castle nonsense, I'll just come over here and we'll just hang out with the bear right here. Hi, my bear. Hi, my bear. They want me to go watch you from a mile away. Is that any fun, a mile away, Frida? This is actually Freddie, everybody. Hi, Freds. Hi, Freds. Hi, Fred. Hi, my Fred. Hi, my Fred. Hi, beautiful Freddie. Hi, my Freddie. Someone says they don't like me. Oh my gosh, the bears don't like me. Don't hurt my feelings. You're talking about my best friend. Don't you hurt my feelings and make me cry. Someone said stop feeding wild animals. They're eating clovers, everybody. I mean, your ignorance is going to show pretty strong if you can't even look and see that they're eating clovers. Maybe you should pay attention. You don't know much about bears. But if you want to go be mean to someone and you don't know anything about what you're talking about, well, I've been hanging out with these bears all summer, and, well, they love clovers and dandelions. And if you mean mow my grass, I don't have to. They mow it for me. They mow it for me. Vinny is like 7 weeks old, a newborn. Oh man, my glasses got a little dirty. I never wear my glasses out here, but today I can read comments good. Notice I'm not squinting today, everyone. Oh, this is not Vinny behind me, everybody. This is Freddie. If someone thought that was Vinny, this is not Vinny. This is like 1.7-year-old male bear Freddie. Not Vinny. This is a 200-pound bear behind me. Bears are very dense, and Vinny, I could fit Vinny in my shirt pocket. Vinny's a little tiny bear. The size of like a medium-sized dog. Oh, these glasses right here. I love these glasses so much. These are the glasses. Oh my gosh, someone was just talking about my glasses. I love them so much. I take such good care of them. And the military bought me these glasses, and I take really, really good care of them. And I never wear glasses with bears, but I can do whatever I want with Freddie because Freddie just doesn't care. Freddie doesn't care at all. Someone said that's what their husband wears. Black fur like that? Wow. Your husband wears bear skin? Get me his tailor. How do I tell the bears apart? Usually when you hang out with your friends, you know all their names, right? You don't have to line your friends up and be like, which one of you is Tommy? When's the last time you had your friends over? I'm just being real. I'm not making fun. But these bears are my friends, and I have no problem figuring out who's who. And if you hang out with somebody long enough, you recognize them. And I spend a lot of time with bears. My entire day, my entire summer has been with these bears. The whole summer. I left one day to do killer whales. I left another day and I played with some otters. Otherwise, the entire summer I've sat in my yard with these bears. This one specifically has been here every day, all year. Someone says it's not smart at all. I know I'm a total dum-dum. Thanks for insulting me. You know, the reason I go on live stream is so somebody named L1LJ can tell me I'm stupid. But when I was the first person to ever document a 2-year-old baby black bear being breastfed next to a newborn baby black bear on the same mom, when I was the first person to ever document that behavior, maybe that was kind of smart because now we know they can do that. Before, nobody knew you could do that with a bear. But they'll feed 2 generations of bear, the mom will, because they're that good of a mom. And you know what? If I didn't do that, nobody would have ever seen it. So you could say I'm not smart, or you could say thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. I've filmed mama bear feeding babies 4 times 6 feet away from me. The other day I got bit 41 times. And you know what? I keep filming because we're learning and we're having fun. And the world needs more channels like this and more fun. More interesting things and stuff that's not a waste of our time. So you can tell me how dumb I am, but literally the entire world's going to disagree with you. And if you agree, well, I'm not even going to read your comments, so don't bother. You know what I'm saying. That's enough tongue twisters for this old guy for the day. Enjoy your life. Be positive. Make sure you hit the like button as much as you can. And this is our last day of the week to hit all our goals. If you guys want to help make our goals happen, we got goals. We need to fill gift galleries. And yesterday we hit, was it 947,000 diamonds on this channel. Did you guys know you did that? 947,000 diamonds in the past 28 days. 947,000. Is that nuts? You guys have been so supportive. Thank you. And girls, so supportive. Hi, Luke and Az. Hi, Steve. Hi, Robert. Hi, Chain Grace. Hope everyone's having fun. I said there was another bear here and it left. I wonder who that bear was. This is the only bear showing itself today. Where you going, buddy? Let me get a new flower. I think he smells someone. I think there's been someone hiding back here the whole time. I just forgot all about it. We'll sit here and see who comes out of the bushes. Today we are just gonna sit around in the yard and chill. This is 9:30 is the premium. Ooh, there's a bear right behind me. You see that? 9:30 is the premium time for, you know, when all the bears show up. So we'll see how that goes. Thanks, Patriot. Thanks, Rebecca. Thanks, Jamie. Sorry, I think I needed to read one of these in here. You guys want some bear shirts? We're going to get them out there. I was trying to tell everybody about this shirt we're going to make, and I broke down crying yesterday. So I can't tell you, but I have a special shirt I'm making. And you're all going to have one. You're all going to have one. It's going to be the best ever. I thought hard and long, and yeah, we're gonna have that shirt. It's gonna be the best ever. Best ever because it makes me cry the most, which means it's a good shirt. So we're gonna put that out this week. I'm there's so little left. I barely have time to do anything. No one's complaining, but I literally spend every minute of every day of the entire summer on live stream, and time to anything. I gave up on myself this year, and I gave in to you guys. No, the kids did not name the bears. The bear thing is pretty much me. This was my bucket list year. Australia's about 10 or so days away. I'm waiting on a passport before I can hit the button on the ticket. I can't get the ticket till I have the passport. Which gives me a couple more days on my world record, because I need a couple more days there too. I just need a few more days. But we're almost ready. I haven't answered not one of your questions, and you find this channel pretty boring. Bulldog House, if you've been watching my channel long enough to ask enough questions to be frustrated, and you find it boring, have a nice day. That's all. I'm not going to tell you to get lost. I'm not going to tell you to see your way out. I'm not going to tell you to go have a nice life without me. You can just assume that I said all those things. Have a great day. I bet it's more exciting if I played Nintendo, everybody, and ate Cheetos and sat at my desk in a dark room. That's probably a lot more exciting. Let me go take care of that. Let me get my Cheetos, my Nintendo, my dark room lighting. It's a special switch. It's called Depressed. Let me go turn on Depressed for you, and maybe you'll appreciate me more. Goodness. I'm not doing that. That was a joke. I'm not doing that. This is Freddie behind me, everybody. Freddie. I grew up in the 80s. Did I just date myself by saying Nintendo? Are all the video game people laughing at me? I know, I look like Super Mario Brothers, but I don't even know what Nintendo games are called anymore. Nintendo, I'll say Atari, right? I had an Atari. I actually had Atari. I had Atari. I even had the fake Atari, the one that was like 106 games on a big brown box. Did you guys have the fake Atari too? I had Atari, I had the fake Atari, and then I had the Nintendo. And my Nintendo had Zelda and Rad Racer and all the good stuff. Yeah, the Atari 2600. You know why I had all the good games? Because my dad would play with his brother. When I was supposed to be asleep, my dad and his brother would be up all night playing Rad Racer and all the Nintendo games. I know. So I always got the good games, but it wasn't because I was a good kid. I got the games because my dad was addicted. Hilarious. Grown men addicted to Rad Racer, the most boring racing game ever made. Nyang, 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 nyang. You're just jumping back and forth on the street. Grown men are just like, I gotta play this all night. Oh my gosh, this is so interesting. Look it, I'm in a Ferrari. I'm Magnum PI. It took very little to entertain us back then. My dad owned this complicated map making company, had all the money, and he's playing Rad Racer. Back and forth, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Life was simple. Life was so simple. Everyone, make sure you're hitting the like button. We haven't got a lot of likes today. Support's kind of low today, and it's the end of the week, and I understand everyone's worn out. We're trying to chill. But at the same time, if we fall backwards because nobody supports the channel next week, well, we backpedal. Can I show you the heart? Yes, I will show you the heart. I thought you wanted to see bears. Yeah, I'll go show you a heart on a mountain. Hi, beautiful bear. They want to go see the heart. You want to come with me? Let's go see it together. All right, heart time. Hi, Donna. Oh, the heart. Let's get it just right. Okay, wait for it. Okay, now we got to go a little bit this way. Okay. Kind of like that. Oh, my one phone is just, it's not doing good. I don't have a lens cleaner. Hang on. Is that better? Okay. Robin found this one day on the mountain, and it slightly changes each day, but if you look up there, the branches grow just right. Some days it's better than others, depending on the sunshine and where the branches lean and grow towards the sun as the day goes. But sometimes it's absolute perfect shaped. Right now, that's perfect enough. I love it. Hi, Humboldt County, CJ. I used to live in Eureka. I used to live in Orleans. I used to live in Trinidad. I used to play on the little beach out there. Bobo's Beach. You know Bobo's Beach. It's got Bobo's Beach written right on the wall. That beach. Oh, I'm gonna go in the shade. I'm overheating already. I'm a little hot already. I put on a new hat yesterday, and the squirrel likes it. The squirrel said nice hat. That's all that mattered. I guess I was talking to the squirrel right then. Squirrel said, good hat. It looks great. Squirrel can say a lot. It's all on interpretation. Oh, yeah, it's a beautiful day. I probably need to drink some more coffee. I can feel my brain fading out. Sorry, yeah, my lens. I'm gonna give the phones a full treatment. I got lens cleaner, and we'll do them up later today, so it's better. Next live stream, it'll be better. YouTube, thank you for all the support today. I just want to, I'm going to pick on YouTube right now. Today's the most support this channel has ever gotten financially, ever. In my 14 months on YouTube, today is our most successful day ever. Thank you. Thanks for all the support. I'm noticing that. I didn't notice it when it was happening, but I see it now. And whoever I forgot and didn't notice, and I see that huge number up there, thank you. Thanks, YouTube. I appreciate that. I just want to say thank you. We'll go see some bears, but whoever's out there appreciating me and not hating on me, I appreciate that. I love you. And whoever's out there hating on me, I love you. Because soon, thanks for the cowboy hat, James. Whoever hates me and you're watching, guess what? Slowly, slowly, episode by episode, you're going to the College of Lovers. And you're going to be the nicest hater soon. The best lover. You know what I'm saying. You're in training. So if you're not loving the channel, you will be soon. Just telling you. You will be soon. Where's my bear? I think there's two here right now because there's no way this bear is this fast. This is a lazy bear. Hi, lazy bear. Hi, lazy bear. Look at you, right next to my house. This is where I live, everybody. That's my house. I can't afford windows yet. Yeah. I'm working on getting windows and it's kind of rough when I sleep in there. I'm gonna have to get some more hay. Yeah, the hay pile just isn't soft enough. Ooh, yeah, I think the bears are coming. Did you hear that bang bang? But yeah, that's my house. You guys wanted a house tour? Okay, here goes the long-awaited house tour. Here it goes, everyone. I said I'd do this at like 100 million likes, but here's your house tour. Okay, there you go. We're done. Hope you enjoyed your house tour. Okay, there you go. That's where I live. That's where I live. I know. It's rough. Thanks, Gene. You just got the house tour. Gene got excited. He's like, oh, we've been waiting for that. High five, Gene. We've been waiting for that house tour. Thanks, Patriot. Thanks, World Domination. Thanks, Jen. Thanks, Gene. High five. Someone wants me to growl. Okay, there you go. You got the full growl. Oh yeah, I can growl. Don't you worry, I know how to growl. It gets a lot louder. But it's convincing. You don't want to take my dinner plate, or my coffee, or my t-shirt. But you can take my positivity with you everywhere you go. Bear's up on the hill right now. He'll be down here in a minute. We'll just be patient. Oh no, I'm getting beamed away by an alien. There was a cow on my head. Hey everyone, instead of telling me all the people I remind you of, just start saying my name. It's easier. Say Casey NOVESKE. I remind you of Casey NOVESKE. Yeah, that's the guy I see when I look in the mirror. I don't see all these other people's names, and so my name's Casey. Nice to meet you if you're new here. Like, share, follow, subscribe, all the buttons. Goal achieved. Thank you, everyone. I'm going to hit some new ones, I think. Oh, it's hot. I got to get out of the sun. So while we wait for the bears to do their bear stuff, I have to cool off because it gets really hot. And I am cold weather acclimated. I'm cold weather acclimated, and I have to stay cool. I have to stay cool. It's very important. Did you guys like your house tour? Was there room? Everyone's gonna move in with me? Lots of extra room? Who wants a top bunk? Someone's in Vancouver and they're gonna be in Alaska in a few days. I'm so excited for you. Literally. I know what it's like to come up into Alaska your first time, and it's so much fun. If it's not your first time, well, coming back's also so much fun. And the feeling you get and the happiness, I'm getting goosebumps just trying to describe it to you. And my name's Casey with a C, Casey Cowboy. And when I was a kid, I didn't like my name, so I changed it to Casey Cowboy when I was young. I would write it on my papers. I didn't like my last name, so I made it Cowboy. I liked Willie Nelson. Can anyone tell that Willie Nelson was my role model? Willie Nelson, Robin Williams, Willie Nelson, Robin Williams, and I listened to Crosby, Stills, Nash Young every day of my childhood. And if you do that to your kids, you let them have those kind of role models, look what they're going to end up like. Can you see what it's done to me? I got Steven Stills' mustache, bigger. Then I got, just look at that. Look what happened to me. If you don't know who Steven Stills is, I challenge you to type his name in your computer real quick. You're gonna crack up. Just type it in, because every day that music was on in my house growing up. That was my dad's favorite band. I gave my dad a signed Crosby, Stills, Nash Young poster with all of them on it. Worth a lot of money. I gave that to my dad. He didn't even say thanks. He didn't even say I love you kind of thing. It was just like, wow. I gave my dad the coolest signed poster of his favorite band, and I don't think he appreciated that moment. I should have just sold it on eBay. It was worth a lot of money. Oh, especially now, that's worth a lot of money. Yeah, I had all of them. That's the best music, and you know, music's never going to be like that ever again. It's impossible for anyone to ever make music like that ever again. I'd like to say it's possible, but what they were doing back then was magical. Music from that era, you really have to listen to the words. You really have to slow it down and appreciate what they took the time to tell you back then. There was no accidents in music in that time. Now AI can make you a song in 30 seconds. It sounds cool. We dance all day. But back then, music literally came from your heart. It came from your stories. It was your legacy music back then. And if you listen to some of that stuff, especially Crosby, Stills, Nash Young, you're going to hear some things that you didn't even know music can do. And so I grew up with that music, and I listened to it my whole childhood. And I can recite every word to every one of those songs. And it became my lifestyle. And I know I should have been listening to Vanilla Ice and MC Hammer and all the cool stuff. I was the most uncool kid. I was listening to Daddy's music. I liked it. Oh, I love bluegrass. What's that bluegrass? Panama Red, that song? Steal your woman, then he'll rob your head. Panama Red. My dad played that all the time. You guys know that song? What kind of dad makes their kid memorize Panama Red? I was named after a Grateful Dead song, everybody. My brother Johnny. Who out there knows who my brother is? Anyone watching know my brother Johnny? If not, I don't need to tell this. I'm looking. Give me a second. Nobody. Okay, one. Kim does. My brother, before he was the biggest, best firearms manufacturer in the U.S., for a while he was a big deal. He followed Grateful Dead in a Volkswagen van with dreadlocks until Jerry Garcia died. And when Jerry Garcia died, my brother was so lost after following the Grateful Dead and living with hippies. He didn't know what to do, and that's why he joined the army with me. The reason my brother joined the army with me is because Jerry Garcia died. And there wouldn't be that manufacturing company with my name on it if Jerry Garcia didn't die. Isn't that crazy how there's this positive thing, the Grateful Dead? And then it ends. And then look at the vibe replaced. There was somebody who was happy living in a van down by the river, hanging out with their friends all day. And then Jerry died. And then someone became the best firearms manufacturer ever. Isn't that weird how this one thing led to this other thing, cause and effect? It wouldn't make any sense. That doesn't make sense. How could you go from one side all the way to the other overnight? That's kind of scary when people do that. If you know people and they've done that, that's kind of a scary thing. When you see someone 180 so drastically from a positive to a negative, be a friend and help them out because they're struggling. It's something you don't notice till years later. But if one of your friends just 180, they went from a surfer to an MMA fighter, you might want to go have a talk with them. There's something going on inside. And we don't have those talks with people enough. And we see our friends do these drastic things. And sometimes we don't know what's going on there. And sometimes we should ask a couple questions like, are you all right, buddy? Are you having a good day? Because when everybody lost Jerry Garcia, I think that was a traumatic thing. There was Jerry Garcia was like the leader of hippies. Everywhere Jerry went, the hippies would go. It was the Pied Piper. Jerry Garcia was the Pied Piper. And when he left, no one knew where to go. So they started following Fish for a while. Do you guys know who Fish is? All the deadheads, they were following. What am I going on about? We're talking about rock music. All the deadheads started following Fish. But Fish wasn't sustainable. And so then they didn't know what to do. And then look at all the things that happened since that. A lot of people took these big life changes because they couldn't sustain their hippie lifestyle anymore. There was no facility for that. Grateful Dead was gone. No one realizes the power the Grateful Dead had on our country. The United States was, the Grateful Dead was literally running the country behind the doors. No one knew that. I was named after the Grateful Dead. This has to be true. And, well, the Grateful Dead had such a big influence on America forever. Forever. Like it or not, forever. And it almost seems like negativity has increased since the Grateful Dead, and I think we need a new one. Somebody out there, we need a new Grateful Dead. This amazing band, so good that everyone's homeless again. Homeless because they're happy and dancing all day and putting flowers in their hat, you know. Remember this era when it was fun? Just fun. Remember when that was fun? To just stick a flower in your hat? Yeah, you know, I think they took Jerry Garcia out. They're like, we can change all the laws as long as there's no Jerry Garcia around. Jerry Garcia was like the roadblock to future growth. In a good way. Hey, I was one of those kids that came from that era, and I had the most selfish parents in the world. But the end result is what you're looking at, and I hope you're okay with that because you're still watching. Thanks for all the support today, YouTube. Thanks for all the support, TikTok. We're having a good support day. Thank you. All the bears left, but more will come. I think I'm going to sit here on live stream until Vinny shows up today. I'm pretty sure everybody wants me to sit here until we see Vinny. And whether I'm boring or not, entertaining or not, I think I'm just going to sit here and I'll repeat that all day until I see Vinny. Beth says yes, and I feel obligated, literally. If that bear walks through my yard and I miss it, and I can't reach out my little helping hand to that little bear just in case, well, I know nature and I know what nature needs, but I also know, grief and heartache, and I know how much that little bear needs someone today, and I hope Vinny comes and just hangs out. I got all the pools out. We got swimming pools. Everything's so fun. So 2 days ago, if you guys remember, I had little Vinny, and I'm swatting the ground with my hand, and little baby bear's like, "Arr, arr, arr," attacking me. Mama's watching. That was a big day for me. Real big day. You know what I want? I want some bear fights right now. There's nothing better than like laying in a rug with bears jumping on you to just pull you out of a little bit of crybaby sauce, right? Sometimes we get sad and we're sitting in a whole puddle of crybaby sauce and it's like quicksand. We don't know how to get out of the crybaby sauce. You know what I'm talking about? That thick crybaby sauce, and you get sad and you're just stuck there and it feels like you could never pull your arm out of the sauce ever. Well, that's what bear fights are good for. They just snap you right out of it. Oh, let me get that. I was saving that one for later. Saving that one for later. Yeah, bear fights are so exhilarating. They're so fun. Can I confirm that I'm going to have to go check some freezers, look in some bellies to see where Mama Bear went, everybody. I would be going door to door. Nobody would like that visit. So, yeah, we can't confirm anything. Who came today so far? Just Freddie. And Freddie came and we hung out for a bit. Oh, there's Freddie right there. You guys want to see a bear? We just hit 200,000. Let's go see Freddy. I'll drink my coffee first. All right, let's go see a bear. Hi, Freddy. Don't run, buddy. Everybody wants to meet you today. Everybody wants to meet you. Oh, you smell something going on in my house, don't you? He says your house smells really good today. I think I want to go inside your house. This bear. He's going up on my deck right now. Get down there, Freddy. Hey, Freds. You don't need to be up there. Get down. What's up, my Freds? Hi. Hi. What are you doing? Come say hi, Freds. Come on. Bear sleeps right there under my deck every night. Wow. I don't know why that bear just elevated my heart rate. That's kind of weird. That never happens. That's very weird that that bear did that. That bear never elevates my heart rate. That's really weird. Look at how green it is behind me, everybody. Yeah, you know, Fluffy's this bear's mom too, everybody. It's not just Vinny, but Fluffy's like Mother Nature. She's the mom to all these bears. All the bears you've known this summer almost, Fluffy's kids. Fluffy is a busy mom, but that also means Fluffy might be getting busy right now making more babies. A busy mom is a busy mom. She's got a reputation. She's Octomom. Fluffy's Octomom. You guys remember Octomom? That's Fluffy. I think they have the same color hair. I'm not trying to compare Octomom to Octomom, but hey now. Meet your new Octomom. Octomom 2026. Octomom 2026. Oh, buddy. Are we gonna play today? Don't get my coffee. Don't you do it. Nope. Oh, man. Yesterday I was rolled up in that rug and that bear was jumping on me. Look at my coffee cup just chilling there. I don't know how I got my coffee cup on green screen. I'm talented. Anyone notice I just put my coffee cup into the green screen? Yeah, someone says I'm AI. That's how I got my coffee cup next to the bear. Yeah, it's magic. AI is so smart. Oh my gosh, look at that. Wow, good job, AI. You're so smart. How'd you do that? Here, let's see if I can do the little rollover technique. Oh yeah, there we go. Don't run away. Oh no, Freddy, don't do it. Come here, buddy. Freddy! My Freddy, come here, buddy. Oh my gosh, really, Freddy? I couldn't be any more playful. That was maximum playful right there. Oh man, I tried. Maximum. Eventually they will. Yeah, eventually we'll be best friends. You're right. Best friends forever. Yeah, eventually best friend happens. You want to say hi, bud? Say hi. Tell him what you think. Hi? He said hi. He said make sure you like, share, follow, subscribe. Yeah, he's a bear of few words. It was just enough words to get the point across. Like, share, follow, subscribe. Oh man, I want to hit 40,000 followers today on TikTok, everyone. I feel like it's a good day. Like that's probably already happened. And we were A tier last night for like 32 seconds. Now we're back to B tier. It was a short-lived reign on A tier. We did really good for 32 seconds. This bear just wanders around and eats all day. We've never seen a bear so just bored about life, this bear. Goofy bear. No, that's not a bear behind me. That's Michael Phelps. This is an Olympic swimmer. Yeah, about to set a world record. This is Michael Phelps, everybody. Olympic swimmer, world record holder. Oh. Who would win in a swimming race? Michael Phelps or Mike Tyson? Mike Tyson, because Michael Phelps would be trying to pick his ear back up. Okay. Sorry, I had to do it. I had to do it. I had to. I couldn't resist that one. He'd be like, dang it, where'd my ear go? Tyson would be at the other end of the pool already. Oh, this is Freddie behind me. Hey, Freddie. Freddie, Freddie, Freddie. Look it, I had to make fake bears. Yeah, my channel wasn't very interesting, so I went around the yard and I put fake bears out so you guys would think I'm a real bear trainer. You guys want me to go pet a bear? Okay, you got it. Here we go. Here you go. Oh, that's such a good bear. Look at this cute baby. Oh, look at you, cute baby. Oh, you're such a cute baby. Oh, look at this cute baby. It's so cute. I know. Everyone says, what are you going to do when Cardboard Mama comes out? When Cardboard Mama Bear comes out, what are you going to do? You play with a baby cardboard bear. But when the real Cardboard Bear comes out, what are you going to do? Fold it into a pizza box. Whew. Make a pizza box. Freddie is Fluffy's last year baby, along with Billy. And Mama Bear left him here because it's safe. It's sanctuary. And Oh yeah, make sure you never do any of the things you see me do on camera. I'm a professional trainer of 20 years, and don't play with bears, kiddos. Everyone wants me to roll up in the rug again today. Once both bears come, I will. When both bears are here, Billy and Freddie, when they're fighting, I'm going to interrupt their fight. I'm going to roll right up into them in the Costco rug. We'll see how that goes. It'll be hilarious. But we have to wait till they're fighting. And, well, I'm sure Billy's here already somewhere. I just don't see him. I'm sure he's here already. What do you hear? I had to get a new microphone. My battery was dying. Hey everyone. Last week we hit, was it like 4 million likes on a video? Yeah, I got bit 41 times the other day. Let's try to get this episode up to 1 million likes, and right about the time that happens, well, it's gonna be fun here today. You can just tell. You know when it's gonna be fun out here. I've asked 10 questions. If you haven't answered one of them, sorry, Golden Bear. I'm running 2 live streams, hanging out with wild bears, trying to make jokes and hold a conversation with myself while talking to a flower. And if I miss somebody, I'm sorry. Hi, Fire. Hi, Gimme. Hi, Jackie. Treadwell was the same. Treadwell is not the same as me. Timmy Treadwell, nothing like me, everybody. You don't know me very well. If you're going to compare me to Timmy Treadwell, well, that's like saying a carrot is a grapefruit. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, if you meant he was around a bear before, well, okay, I'm every guy ever around a bear. My name's Casey. Focus on that. Pre-recorded, yes. This was filmed 200 years ago, back when there was real animals. Hi, bear. Back when there was real animals. Thank you for the headphones and the party gift. Who was that? Kim Kavina, thank you. Kim, are you jumping from YouTube to TikTok back and forth? Is that what you do? I think I see you on both platforms all the time. Thank you. Someone says I'm the wilder man from Germany. Yeah, I don't even know who that tiny Timmy guy is that everyone's referring to. Yeah, we don't even know who that is. But my name is Casey, also known as Push-Up King. And I can go around and comparing everybody to everybody. I could say, you look like Donald Trump. You look like Roseanne Barr. You look like those guys from Kiss. And, well, you look like Mick Jagger. And, hey, you remind me of the guy at the grocery store. And remember 3 weeks ago when you got your gas pumped? Oh, man, striking resemblance to the guy at the gas station. You ever eaten chicken at the restaurant that sells chicken? Oh, you're the guy that sells the chicken. I mean, you must be new here. My name's Casey. Nice to meet you. I'm none of those people. Where's my bears? Good question. I have my glasses on today. So let me pull them off. That's what you're used to. Oh, the crazy eyes, right? Where's my bears? Look at, you haven't seen crazy eyes all day. Okay, put in the comments, I remind you of crazy now. Crazy Casey, you can say that. I look like Frank Zappa. I look like the guy off the Pringles can. You look like the guy from Mad Magazine. You look like the guy that rode a horse and had a sword. You look like my neighbor that doesn't know how to shave. You look like Harry and the Hendersons. You look like... Oh, I look like Wilson. I'm the volleyball, everybody. Apparently, I'm Wilson the volleyball now. They said with that hat on, striking resemblance. Do you bounce? That just reminded me of a joke. I made a joke so good, I can't tell it. I made a joke so good at work one day that I can't tell it. I had a joke so good, so applicable to the situation I was in, that I turned a normal colored person bright red. Yeah, it really hit home. They did not, it was a bounce joke and they did not like it at all. They happened to be a bouncer and they worked at a certain type of bar that had rainbows all over it as a bouncer. And I may have asked him as a bouncer at that bar, are you on the top or the bottom? And he did not appreciate that joke. A bouncer, are you on the top or are on the bottom at the Rainbow Bar? You can just go ahead and think about how funny that was, because that was pretty funny. And that was pretty funny. When you have a whole mechanic shop rolling, except for the guy that's bright red, you know that was a good joke. That was the one everyone wanted to say for years and never had the courage. And boy, I faced a bear that day. It was a cinnamon bear. He was more red than the reddest cinnamon bear in the world. And boy, he wanted to just tear me apart. He was not happy with me. I pushed it way past okay. I pushed it into insult territory. And yeah, you got to be careful with jokes. Someone said, what's a normal colored person? A person before their blood pressure hits 7,000 PSI. In case you want to try to be mean and be a hater and pick on my joke. Well, a normal person, their blood pressure's at like 2 PSI. And well, when your blood's at 7,000 PSI, you look different. It's a blood pressure thing. Don't get all offended about blood pressure. We all have blood pressure. And when you quit having blood pressure, well, you don't have anything left. So be happy you have blood pressure and you can change colors. You're a chameleon. You're a chameleon. You're a chameleon. You're all chameleons. You're welcome. Everybody can turn any color they want anytime. Hold your breath. Oh, just have fun, everybody. You know what's so funny about bears? If I go to the river and film salmon, we can throw them in bags. We can put them in ice chests. We can put them on the barbecue. If I go film salmon, you guys will cheer me on every fish I catch with a big hook in its face. And if I sit down next to a bear, someone's going to tell me how all the bears in the world are forever in danger and I've ruined their lives. And everyone just gets so off the hook, super wired, ready to just care so much about the bears. And it's called discrimination. Don't you care about the fish too? Whoever's over there trying to trash me. I didn't see you on my fish episode saying stop putting fish hooks in their face. I didn't see anybody on that one. Bears are vicious. So are fish. So are mosquitoes. So are chihuahuas. So's your girlfriend. So's your boyfriend. So's your little 5-year-old. Take his little chew toy away. Your 5-year-old will bite right through your car seats. Kids are vicious. And I mean, we could go all day playing wham, wham, wham. Hit the like button. I don't have time for this in my life. Let's just compare everything to everything. Oh, the grass is vicious. Look at, if you breathe enough grass, watch. Grass is vicious. Look at, there's still some in my mouth. It was trying to take me out. Grass is vicious. Watch. Oh, this flower's vicious. Rude comments are vicious. Hey, how about that? Rude comments are vicious. You're vicious. Vicious is vicious. Okay, did we get it out of our system, everybody? Clear your throat. Get it all out real quick. Are we past that? Can we move on to happiness and play with bears? Is everybody done being bear experts with 0 time at the job? I've got 1.5 million bear experts come on this channel every day. No time on the job, total greenhorn. Their clothes are brand new and shiny. They still have the football helmet and the pads on because they're scared. They never been to work here before, and they want to come teach me all about bears. They know where they sleep, how they eat, how many toes they have. They want to tell me what they smell like when they fart, which they never do. They want to tell me all about bear farts. Bears don't fart. I've never heard it one time. So you might think you know a lot about bears and you got a lot of comments and you're ready to tell me vicious, delicious, nutritious, blah, blah, blah. Bears are all those things. And they're none of those things. And you'll never know until you spend time with one. And you're never going to be an expert at anything until you sit down on the grass and you grab a flower and you observe. You're never going to be an expert at anything until you learn how to observe. And if you're making these comments to me about bears, it shows how little you have observed. And I'm not being rude. Just understand, you've got a lot more to learn in life. So do I. And thanks, lady. Bears aren't what you think. And if everybody just regurgitates information forever, nothing new will ever be learned. If everybody just gets on the same train, stop A to stop B, every day for the rest of their life, there's never going to be a stop C. There's never going to be a stop A.5. If you want to have the most boring life ever, and you want your kids to grow up in the most boring world ever, keep repeating the same baloney that doesn't make sense. Oh, sir, do you have bear spray? Yeah, I have best friend spray. I have penguin spray. I have whale spray. I have seagull spray. When I go to a petting zoo, I have petting zoo spray for all those cute little animals. Yep, I have lawyer spray. I have don't pull me over spray. I have stop eating all my food spray. I have, oh, I'm at church with all my best friends dressed up really nice. I better bring some spray for that. You know, whenever you're around people you enjoy, do you spray them in the face? When you're taking your dog to the park to play fetch, do you spray your dog in the face? So people do all these things with bears, which is completely unethical. If you're afraid of bears, stay at home. Don't move to Alaska. There's a place called LA. You can go live there. There's no bears. Los Angeles, California. No bears. Go ahead and move there. The only bear you're ever going to see is a human in a bear suit at the zoo. You're welcome. Little life advice. If you think you need to spray stuff and erase the world, LA is the perfect town for you. Las Vegas will do. They've got an extra apartment in Las Vegas. Hey, I'm relaxed, everybody. It's an important thing because people need to know. If you go around erasing the world, there's nothing beautiful left. And I'm not going to relax. If you go erasing the whole world, there's nothing beautiful left. That's more important than any happy moment ever spent with a bear, just to hear that. Don't erase anything. Before there was people, there was beauty. And after people, there's going to be a big, flat, desolate place struggling to be beautiful again. I'm going to say one thing, and this is going to say everything about the world right now. Shark fins. Shark fins. We live in a world where shark fins is a thing. And nobody's doing anything about it. Nobody's doing anything about it. That's like collecting black bear toenails. Let's take the black bear and erase it so we can have its toenails. Let's take that beautiful elephant and take its tusks off until the world stands up against that. We stand no hope. Everyone will just continue. Everyone's just going to be like, you know what, I'm going to sit at my house today, but no one's going to go surround elephants with a big circle of love. You know what I mean? Shark fins. We should have boats full of sea shepherds in every ocean, because that's not okay. And there's nobody that's going to convince me that shark fins is okay. That's like pulling the legs off of ants just to watch them wiggle. Just so you can watch them wiggle. I hope none of you guys are wiggling around today. And this is a positive broadcast. And you know, if you don't talk about this stuff, positivity gets erased forever. Positivity starts with things like support your local shark fin. Keep them on. Keep them on. Keep swimming. And if there's a country that's saying, hey, this is okay with us, well, we need to go take it over with love. Not with a mean country. We need to go take over that country with love. Don't mistake what I'm saying. And the only way we're ever going to leave the earth a better place is for people to start defending anything they feel comfortable defending to protect the planet. And yes, I eat filet mignon every single day, and you can attack me. But I don't eat wild bears. And you can't take a cow and release it into nature. So be real, accept things that are the way they are. Let nature be nature, let farms be farms. Eat healthy and do your best. Because even with a little bit of effort, if everyone did a little tiny amount of effort, just a little bit. Hey, I know I have people that watch me. They want the world to burn, and they want to eat every critter that ever moved until there's no critters left. And I have to support those people too, so I hope you have fun barbecuing today. I love barbecuing. And my favorite way to barbecue, I'm being supportive. My favorite way to barbecue, well, when I was a kid, my dad hand-built a brick barbecue in our backyard. It was like 14 feet with like a 7-foot L off the side. It had a sink in it. It had a rotisserie. We never used plates. My dad would barbecue when I was a kid, and your meat would get sliced off right from the barbecue while the steak's cooking. And we'd all stand around the barbecue table, which was like a big tile platform in our backyard. And we'd be out there eating this steak every night. And my dad figured out you don't need dishes when you eat right off the barbecue. And I love barbecuing. So I don't want to sound like a hypocrite. Someone's going to have a video of me barbecuing one day somewhere, and they're going to put it on social media, and I'm going to be over there with open flame and smoke and barbecuing, and they're going to say, this isn't the flower guy, and the bear's going to say, yes, it is. You see the bear's on the microphone. Yes, it is. That's him. So be real. Do the best you can. If you don't have to drive your car today, don't drive it. If you don't have to drive your car today, just don't drive it. And if 10 billion people didn't drive their cars for one day, we might breathe a little bit better. And if you think I'm lying, go stick your mouth, and don't do this, but if you put your mouth right in front of an exhaust pipe and you try to take a big deep breath while that engine's running, well, you would choke. Times a million, times a billion, the world's choking. So you can be lazy, it's not okay. Hey, I drive 2 diesels, everyone, but I also have an electric car. Thanks, Brian. I drive 2 10-foot tall Mercedes diesels. I do. They're 10 foot tall. But I also have an electric car. So you just do your best. You do your best, right? Nobody's perfect, but where you can, just the little things matter. You don't have to be 100%. Just little things. I'm telling you, if little things happen incrementally, the party gets better. I have this little cute electric car. It's so small and cute. It's faster than a Lamborghini. It's faster than a Lamborghini and Ferraris because I've raced them. Hi, Abe. And it only has like 150-mile range. It's a little tiny cutesy car. And it's made out of carbon fiber, so it doesn't weigh anything. And it's got tires the width of a bicycle. And, oh, it's real fast. But it only takes like 3 hours to fully charge. Its battery is just a joke. It's just a joke. It's a golf cart. And you know what? I'm okay with that. It's better than me driving like a 57 Chevy with a V8 with 4 exhaust pipes coming out the back and a supercharger and a nitrous oxide injection system and some kind of totally inefficient tires on there that make a lot of noise. You know, you could always look at the extremes in life and do your best to not be the most extreme version of polluter. Because I used to build a lot of those hot rods and race cars and things. And, you know, now that I don't build those cars anymore, has anyone ever been behind a classic car lately? Did you notice that smell, this is not okay smell? Especially if you're driving in an electric car, you wouldn't know. But some of those classic cars smell so bad. We need to understand that that's not helping anything. Someone's mad. I'm talking about classic cars. They're running away. I tell you what, some of those cars are really bad for us. I know you don't want to hear it. And that's why they're still on the road. Because everyone says, I'm leaving now. I don't support your channel. You see what just happened there? Oh no, they're historical cars. Oh no, yeah. We didn't learn anything. These are historical cars. Oh, come on, that's funny. We didn't learn anything. These are historical. And if we went down the list of everything we wanted to call historical, we would find ourselves in such an ethical dilemma. We would be in jail. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. Historically, we've done a lot of things wrong. And, well, that's only an excuse for perpetuating that. That's only an excuse, the word historical. Historically, if you want big progress, you don't use words like historically at your company. You talk about the future. If you're running a business or a company and you're trying to grow, historically really isn't a word you talk about. So let's be real. And there's a new generation of kids coming, and they're going to look at the whole world different than the way we did, and they're probably right. Respect your new generation, support the new generation, and listen to what they have to say. I bet a 10-year-old kid would probably make the best world leader. Somebody with imagination and free spirit, free will, still happy. A 10-year-old kid would give out free McDonald's passes for everybody to go get a milkshake today. You know what I mean? I don't need you to attack McDonald's. It's just an example of a kid and happiness and an ice cream cone. But like a 10-year-old kid for president, I support that. Nobody influences a 10-year-old kid except for Santa Claus. Yeah, you know, take all the money of the world, invest it in the kids, because they're the future. The future isn't some old guy, some old lady living in their mansion. The future is the little kid with ideas. Support younger presidents. Support younger world leaders. Support everything the youth has to offer the world. And that's probably the most positive thing you could ever hear. Yes, this is a positive one. And hey, whatever the kid's inspired by, someone says, you know, the kid's inspired by Legos. Great. At least the border wall is going to be colorful. If a kid is inspired by Legos, at least we'll have a colorful border wall. And that's what the future needs. Not the wall, but the colors. Dark is boring. This flower, not boring. These glasses, right now in the sun, they're looking a little boring. You can't even see my eyes. But if you take the glasses off, color comes out. That's what I'm getting at. Okay? Just enjoy it. Oh, hang on. Thanks for all the support, everyone, today. It's been such a good day. Hang on, I got one of these. I have one of these people that wants all my attention, so let me give it to him real quick. I have some needy people. They come on the channel. They think it's their broadcast, and they want all the attention. So I'll give it to them. Bye-bye. Hey, the point wasn't border walls. The point was the colors. The point was the imagination and politics, control of the world. Well, it's all controlled by people who lack imagination. Maybe there's a couple with great imaginations, but that's a rare thing in politics and in world leading. And the day you stop imagining, it's over. It's over. The world's over. Stop talking about children. Is my wife hiding? Vote for Casey. I can't talk about children, apparently. I can only have world leaders that are 80 and above. Yes, you can't be a world leader unless you wear a diaper. Yes, so I can't talk about kids as world leaders because they wear diapers. I can only talk about the 80-year-olds and up that wear the diapers. Only they get to be world leaders. Yes, I'm the presidential diaper changer. I know a lot about this subject. I've been changing presidents' diapers for the last 32 years of my life. It's the roughest job you can ever have, especially after a long golf game, sitting in the golf cart on a hot day. I'm stuck with diaper duty. These presidents, man, I really wish they'd get younger and be less to clean up. That's the best reason why to get younger presidents. Nobody wants to change diapers. Oh man, I'm turning red getting sunburned out here. Look at this glare I'm getting. I look like a bowling ball. I look like Santa Claus's reindeer. I'm getting so red out here. Hey, you know what politics are? Content for jokes. Politics are the stupidest thing ever, everybody. It's the stupidest thing ever. We have a bunch of people that want to be created equal all over the planet. And they're like, what are you, Republican or Democrat? Oh, you're one of those? Oh, I can't talk to you. Oh yeah, we're created equal, but if you're one of those, oh no, not one of those. Wow. Wow. I would love a country that had, they're voting for president, and this is what it says on the thing. It's like Billy versus Sally. That's all. No donkeys, no elephants, no little squirrels on there, no little animals to show what side of the garden you live on. Oh, you're an elephant? Oh, you're a donkey? Oh no, oh no. You vote with the kangaroos? Have you guys noticed how ludicrous this is? It's ludicrous. It's ludicrous. People are friends. And if you bring an ego into the room, people are no longer friends. And if you walk in with a title, I'm a dumb publican, I'm a Remocrat, you got all these names. I'm neither. I don't support either. You got all these names for yourself. Well, that's bringing an ego into the room. And you walk into a room and announce to everybody in the room, I'm a Republican or I'm a Democrat. Guess how many friends you don't have? And if that's your mentality for success, think how many friends you don't have. And if you walk into the room and said, I'm a human, I'm an earthling, well, we can stand behind Robin Williams, Mork from Ork. Robin Williams was an earthling. He might have been from outer space, but he identified as earthling. So should you. How do you identify? Earthling. Yes, I'm an earthling. I came from an egg. I'm an earthling. Someone says they're Tony. You're right, Tony. That's the best way to say it. Tony is Tony. That's right, Tony. It's okay to be yourself. You're not Tony the Republican or Tony the Democrat. You're just Tony. Anthony. Long format. Unless Tony's long for Tone Loc. Oh. Yes, I'm going to steal someone's joke from YouTube. I'm the dumbest guy on live stream today because I'm the only one. Okay, there you go. I stole your joke. Funky Cold Medina. Dun, dun, dun. We love that song. You say the words slowly, though. You don't want to say that in front of your family. But when no one's listening, just go ahead and dance to Funky Cold Medina like it's the best song ever. But when you're at church, you got to turn that song off. It's not ethical. It's about roofies, everybody. That song's about roofies, in case you didn't notice. Everyone, I've never voted a day in my life. But I did join the military. And most people that want to tell me to vote are never going to join the military. Because usually people that have been in the military don't run around town telling people to vote. Usually people that are telling you to vote have no idea what they're voting for, or why to vote that way, or what it means. And that's where politics fail all the way around. Politics never win. That's why you don't bring them to a bar, you don't bring them to the comedy club unless you're making fun of them. Because the only loser in the world is politics. We just hit 300,000, everybody. Thanks for all the support today. Last night we were in A tier and we lost A tier. And this hasn't been the biggest gift day, and I understand. There's not a lot of fun bears behind me, and you can't see my eyes. And I said, you know what, kids should be president. And that probably scared everybody away. But whoever's still listening, you know how much those kids matter for our future. Everyone give some kids a hug today if they're yours. Don't hug kids that aren't yours without permission. But tell the kids you believe in them. Go ask a kid today, what do you think the future should be? That simple question. See what their answer is. I'm going to go ask my kids. What do you think the future should be? Someone said I should answer some questions. I'm busy giving you questions to go ask some kids today. Go ask a kid, what do you think the future should be? You might be surprised what you hear. You might want to take notes. Hey kids, what do you think the future should be? Go ask them. They're probably going to say happy. They're probably going to say free ice cream. They're probably going to say real microphones, Daddy, Mommy. Make sure you use a real microphone. Don't be as dumb as this guy with the flower. But go find out what they think today. Ask their opinion, because I promise it's more valid than your own. You already lived. You already had your chance, right? Those kids are fresh out of the box, and they speak dreams and positivity and happiness. It comes out fluidly. And listen to what they have to say today. What do you think the future is? What do you want the future to be? What should the world do different? Because the only thing keeping the world the same is stubborn old people. The only thing perpetuating all the problems of the world is those people in diapers, in politics. They don't know any better. They're not going to learn a new trick, but a kid will learn a new trick. And if you're incapable of learning, you're no good at your job. You ever had an employee that didn't want to learn? Business owners, you had an employee who didn't want to learn? How long did they last at your company? They didn't want to learn anything. They're like, nope, not gonna have it, not gonna do it. It's never gonna happen here. Oh, that's the last thing that's gonna happen on my golf course. Hey, sometimes you just gotta, this stuff's so real. It's so real though. I mean, I could be out here goofing around all day and someone's gonna say you're ranting or raving. Literally. If you have an employee that doesn't want to learn how to make a burrito and you own a burrito restaurant and all they want to make is quesadillas and they want to write Casey on there and then Dia at the end like my name, well, they're no good to the burrito company. We don't need quesadillas here. So remember that. When you're off in the world and you're deciding things, the younger, the more imagination, the more positivity, the more future, the more ability to learn and willingness to learn, the younger. Next president needs to be what? You agree, Squirrel? Yeah. Squirrel says yeah. Next president should be about 17 and a half years old. Yeah? Yeah, 17 and a half. Squirrel says yeah. He's laughing. You hear that? Nature agrees with me. That's when you know you're right. Nature will just come up and agree with you instantly, every time. You just got to listen for it. Literally lit says, I beat a 25-year-old in looks. You must have seen me with my shirt off. I usually leave it on, but I know there's 25-year-olds out there that need to do my workout program. Hey, that squirrel just said nature's a little bit about politics. Shark fin says everything. Nature is about politics, everybody. And once you see a shark swimming with all its fins, yeah. When's the last time you jumped in the lake and swam, everybody? Can you imagine if we took all your swimming tools off and you're just a hot dog in the lake trying to swim? I mean, sometimes you need stuff put into perspective. You're the shark without fins now. Go swim. Yeah, well, you know what? Everyone says nature has nothing to do with politics, but it does. The only reason there's sharks that can't swim anymore with no fins is because everyone's too weak to do anything about it. If I saw a bunch of guys out in my yard pulling fins off sharks, well, I would turn off this live stream and I'd have some words. Don't tolerate that kind of abuse in the world. Don't tolerate it. So yes, nature is stuck in a world of politics until it's not. And the only thing that keeps everything happening the way it does is there's people that don't want to learn and there's people that let it happen. And you put enough of that together and it's chaos. It really is. You're running a construction site, okay? Nobody on the job wants to learn or listen. How many people get hurt that day? How many people get hurt that day? And if you look around the world, how many people are hurt right now? Just this week. You don't need to say it because it might not feel good, but how many of us have been hurt this week? By the world unnecessarily? For no reason? So come on. Today, just take a little bit of positivity with you, and I think I am losing viewers. I might be. That's okay with me. That's okay with me. Because where you lose a viewer, thanks, squirrel. The squirrel just followed me. Where you lose one, someone else takes their place. Someone's always ready to take your place in the world, everybody, and I'm sorry if positivity is offensive to someone. Thanks, Maddie. If you don't understand, you don't understand, and you will one day. Yesterday, my favorite bear disappeared, right? And that's a hard day for me. And I think all the reasons why that bear disappeared, and none of them made any sense to me. None of them made any sense. Someone said, bye, Alaska. Everyone's running away. That's okay. I love everybody. Why everyone's running away? Well, actually, the numbers are climbing, so it's not what you think. Positivity always wins, everybody. Always believe in team positivity. I know I need a professional mustache braider. Should I try to braid it real quick? Let's see if I can. I've never tried. Let's try. Here we go. I've never tried. Here we go. Yes, I'm changing the subject finally. You're welcome. I know you've been waiting for that. Hey, someone has to always stick up for the world. Because the world will just be silent and accept all the abuse we give it. Yeah, I can't braid that. I tried. Someone hears a bush plane. Nope. That was a tree plane, not a bush plane. You think you know everything about airplanes. That was a tree plane. Yeah, they land in trees, not bushes. Tree plane. You're wrong. Ha ha. You don't know what you're talking about. That's a tree plane. Yeah, those ones land in trees. Yeah, it's a bush plane. A bush plane is an airplane with really big tires on it so it can land on top of bushes and in the tundra in Alaska. Ooh, we got a braid there. I hear another one. They're all over. A day like today in Alaska is beautiful. You guys want a cool Alaska airplane tip? You can live in Alaska and fly airplanes, and you don't need a pilot license at all. Did anyone know that? As long as you're not flying over a military base or like Anchorage or Fairbanks, you don't need a pilot license at all. You can just go buy an airplane and fly it. I can go buy one today and go fly it. Nobody will stop me. I just hop in and I fly. And you're out having a barbecue, and there's some lunatic up there in an airplane, just bought it, has no idea what to do with it. You don't need a pilot license here. Only on top of the big cities. If you go out in remote Alaska, unless they've recently changed the law, which they could have, but for years, you just go fly. As long as you're not on top of a big city, nobody will stop you. And it may have changed, but about 15 years ago, that's where we were at. It could have changed. Yeah, it's the flying rules here are so relaxed. If you want to learn how to fly, you might want to live here. It might be a good place for you. Someone can look it up. It'll probably say you don't need it outside of the municipality of Anchorage. 15 years ago, someone said they might have changed this. They could have. There's a good chance it changed. There's a good chance. I don't read the news. I just sit on live stream all day, so I could miss some things. How's healthcare in Alaska? Scary. Oh, scary. 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 Hi, Drop Shot. Super scary, the hospitals here. If you get hurt, the best thing you can do in Alaska is fly all the way to Seattle. You don't even stop at the hospital. You just go straight to Seattle because you might not make it here. Molly, don't listen to this guy. Hang on. Bye, Molly. I don't know why you're watching my channel, Molly. You're watching my channel just so you can watch it all day and tell people not to listen to me. Okay. Everyone, cover your ears. Only watch me. Molly doesn't want you to listen. Everybody plug your ears. You only get to watch. It's Molly's rules. Molly sets the rules for all of us. Hear no evil. Thank you, Molly. Hear no evil. Thanks, Molly. Is the broadcast better now? Everyone's got their ears plugged? Thanks, Molly. You made our day better with your positivity. Now we have to yell extra loud because we got fingers in our ears. Hey, everybody, without haters, I run out of comedy. Sometimes I just run out. I fall flat on my face. I go from doing sit-down comedy to flat on my face. It's about 6-inch drop. Flat on my face. My coffee's all gone. Molly is probably Morty. No, Molly is Mork from Ork. I love you, Molly. You have beautiful rainbow suspenders. What did I eat today? Nothing. I had 1,000 milligrams of coffee, and I sat down, and I've just taken everything the world has to dish at me. They told me today, get a life, get a job. You live in a shack. No, I'm just kidding. Everyone said we love you and thank you. That's all I saw. Thanks, everybody. Keep up the positivity. Keep hitting the like button. And Nanu Nanu. Mork from Ork. That's my gang sign. Mork from Ork. I'm just kidding. If Robin Williams was a gang leader, the Nanu Nanu crew. A whole team of them dressed up like the Nanu Nanu guardian angels. We have to make a movie about the Nanu Nanu guardian angels. That would be the funniest gang ever. They walk around the big city attacking bullies with comedy and pretty suspenders. Someone says I'm trying way too hard to be funny. I'm desperate. I am. I am so desperate, everybody. I'm so desperate that I walked out of my 14-room mansion. I walked right past my 2 brand new Mercedes to come sit here on top of a mountain with the most expensive pair of Oakleys you can buy. Yeah, I am so desperate that after leaving my house, passing my cars, putting on my glasses, being such a loser, that I'm going to sit out here in my yard so desperate. Yeah, she's butt. So desperate, I'm going to let these bugs bite me all day. and the bears. I'm so desperate. But you know what's actually going on here? I enjoy nature, and I'm happy. And whether you are watching or not, I'm going to be sitting in my front yard. I'd just be talking to myself for 6 hours. So you can call me desperate or crazy, but either way, I'm going to be out here in my yard talking all day, having fun. And if you don't appreciate it, C-130 down the road, buddy. C-130 rolling down the strip. Airborne Ranger on a one-way trip. Airborne Ranger. I went to the party. You guys know these songs? Who knows these songs? Who's been forced to memorize that song? Oh, man. Someone said this is a lot better than the liberal channel I was watching. I hope so. Oh, there's a bear. I am not the liberal channel. There's no title for my channel. You can't categorize me. If you try, you're going to fail miserably. You put a label on me, well, you're going to redact that label in 6 minutes. Hey, what's up, my buddy? What's up, my buddy? I'm so glad you came back. I was running out of humor. How you guys doing, my little bears? Come say hi. Come say hi. If you just jumped back in, you were waiting for my comedy routine to end. It's over. It's over. I'm having fun. I braided my mustache today. First ever mustache braids. First time I ever did it. Yeah, I know. Pippi Longstocking. Put it in the comments. The only difference between him and Pippi Longstocking is hers was on her head and his is on his face. Go do it. I saw Pippi Longstockings yesterday and I was like, wow, how did she put my mustache on her head? Identical, but on her head, not on her face. I'm Pippi Longstockings, look. See? Pippi Longstockings. Oh, where are you at, bear? Let's go say hi to Billy. We'll probably get a nice little greeting here today. What's up, my Billy? What's up, my Bill? Here. Want to say hi? Ooh! You want to say hi again? Billy says, I will eat that microphone. Billy said no comments today. Did you see that? Got to be careful around those bears. They're fast. You see how fast those little teeth are? Chomp! That was the quickest interview ever. What's up, my buddy? You having a good day? Oh, no, not the mean bear. Stop getting me, mean bear. Oh, no, stop it. Stop it. Okay, sorry. I almost lost a finger. Oh, almost. Oh, no, not my fingers. Don't eat my fingers off. Stop it. Okay. Whew. Okay, now I really almost lost a finger and an ear and all of it, right? Almost lost a finger. Come on. You don't know bears very well. You don't know bears very well. But that's why you found my channel, so you can learn more about them. They're super cool. These are wild Alaska bears. And this one here is Billie Jean. Billie Jean is a cool bear. He bit me the other day 41 times. Yesterday, I wrapped myself up in a rug and got jumped on by bears. What's up, Bill Bill? This bear weighs more than me. It's a 200-pound bear. This is Fluffy's last year baby. Thanks, Rim Chest. What's up, Bill? Here. You wanna play? Here. Wanna play with the stick? No stick. Oh, Billy needs to get the nutrition first. So the bears come here first thing in the morning. They're gonna go around the yard for about 2 to 3 hours, and they're gonna be eating nothing but dandelions and clovers. So they run around and they fill up their belly. And as soon as their belly is all full, well, then they're gonna go to playing. But first it's eating. So they run around the yard and they just eat. Right here, I'll show you. This here, there's dandelion in here. You see this, big lettuce leaves? The bears are eating this dandelion leaves. And clovers. Is it illegal to fight? Yeah, I don't think you're allowed to fight anywhere in the world, everybody. Don't be a fighter, be a lover. Someone couldn't hear without the mic. That's why I had to get a new one. And when I take the mic, and then I bring the microphone back and you can hear me again. Isn't that cool? What's the difference between self-defense? Hey, whatever, I don't know what any of these comments have to do with my channel, YouTube. And if you can't keep up the positivity, I will turn your live stream off so fast. Not as a threat, but as a promise. I don't want to read garbage. And if you're on YouTube and you appreciate the broadcast and you're allowing garbage to spew on the comments and you're unwilling to type something positive, we're just going to turn it off, because when positive doesn't win, I don't facilitate hate. I don't do that. I'm never going to facilitate that. You guys like my new hat from yesterday? I was teaching everybody about new hats and why you keep a box of brand new hats around. And if you're ever having a rough day in life and you need to just change the mood, change the vibe, you need a big deep breath, you lost somebody, you're stressed out, you pull one of those new hats out of the box and it's going to change everything about your day. And look I'm on day 2 with this new hat. And it makes me really happy to say I've got a new hat on. Not as a brag, but as a change of mood. And a new hat is like, a new outlook on life. So keeping a nice box of hats around for those days when you're stressed out is very, very important. A new box of new sandals, a thing of lipstick, whatever makes you really, really happy. Mine happens to be hats. You keep a thing of that around, because when life is stressful and hard, sometimes we need coping mechanisms, and hats work really good for me. They make me happy. I turn them sideways. They also double as bug repellent for my forehead. And on Father's Day, I was having a rough day. Father's Day is hard for me. It's a hard day to make it through. And Father's Day, I put on a new hat. And yesterday, little baby Vinny came without mom, and I knew what happened. So I needed to put on another hat yesterday. And I've got enough hats to make it through 3 more rough days in my life. I'm gonna have to get some more. But whenever I have a rough day, that's when you know I'm putting a new hat on. It's a coping mechanism for me. And yours might be lipstick, it might be a cold milkshake, whatever those things are. I support those things because they're important. When you need that smile back on your face, sometimes you need that little thing, that's the smallest little thing to trigger your smile. Thanks for that super love heart. Was that Shannon? Who did that one? Stephanie. Thanks, Stephanie. And Shannon. Thanks both. Oh, I love this hat. This is the hat I didn't want to wear. I was waiting for Australia for this one. I thought, you know, this is an Australia hat, but I'm going to have to order a couple more. Oh, Vinny's fine, everybody. Vinny's fine. It's Fluffy we're worried about. And check this out, everybody who just jumped in. Look what I found in the bushes today. Does anyone remember this? Do you guys remember that? Early on, I was so excited. This was like the day after I named Fluffy and Vinny. I made this little sign. It's a target, and I turned the target into a little love heart. And I just pulled this out of the bushes, and it broke my heart this morning. I tried to look at it this morning. I couldn't. I had to walk away. But that sign means a lot to me. This sign right here, this little bear. But I'm probably going to have this little sign for the rest of my life. I'm pretty sure this is going to be in my house for the rest of my life. It's going to go from my yard to my wall to my kid's house one day. We're going to have this little sign forever. 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 What's up, my bear? I can barely keep up with you. Hey, what's up? These bears are acting so weird today. The bears are acting really weird today. And, gosh. Yeah, the bears they're sad, they know. There's something these bears know, I'm telling you. Fluffy is the mom to all these bears, and if these bears are acting the way they are today, well, everyone knows there's something wrong. You guys all know there's something wrong. And that's nature. Dang it, that's just nature. And it's the hard thing about nature. Nature is like you want to jump in and take care of it. But the neat thing about nature is it takes care of itself. That's the circle of life, right? Nature just takes care of itself. And if you get too attached, it's going to break your little heart. But it always takes care of itself. There's the big cycle. And you know what? Like, we're in that cycle as well. One day we're fishing with worms, right? And we're out on the lake, we're having fun. We're playing with worms, we're catching fish, we're a part of a family, we're living our best life. But then later, the worms are digesting us and making the plants green. And we're a part of that cycle of life. Just ask the worms. Sorry to be graphic, but you know, that's the whole circle of life, the food chain, all of it, we're in that cycle. We're in that chain. We fit in there somewhere. And that's what makes the world so beautiful. Even when you think you're no longer useful to the planet, you're still useful to the planet. Long after you're gone. Yeah, you know, the worms might already be eating me from the inside out. I've been a little too close to bears this summer. I might have all the bear worms, all the bear germs. I've shared sticks with bears this summer. We both chewed on the same stick, and before anyone says it in the comments, I've probably got all the worms in the world in me already. They're starting early on me. Support nature. Let the worms relax. Just kidding. Okay, everyone. I'm reading the room here real quick. Give me a second. All right. In the next 10 minutes. Oh, I'm shaking my head. Someone said do it. I'm shaking it. YouTube, TikTok just covered my head in little birds, animated. It was hilarious. You don't know why I'm shaking my head? Well, the screen says, dude, shake your head. So I shake my head, and little birds are flying all around. It's hilarious. So I'm always doing 2 live streams. I'm always doing one on YouTube and on TikTok simultaneously. So if you're ever wondering why I'm looking this way and I'm looking that way and I'm ignoring these comments, but I'm paying attention to those comments, thanks Mushroom Head, or I'm just all around ignoring everybody, well, either it's because I'm playing with bears, reading 2 phones, or because I'm extremely tired. And if I forgot anybody today, maybe someone can jump in the comments and say hi to some people for me. Make sure you like, share, follow, and definitely subscribe. Thanks, Robin. Thanks, Stephanie. Thanks, Robin, again. It's been a fun morning. I don't know, maybe we got a little bit too political, but if I did, I hope you found some humor in the politics, because the only thing worse than politics is boring politics. Make it funny. All you can do is laugh. If your heart rate's up about everything, you're not going to live very long. Make it happy. Thanks, Super TikTok guy. Sunshine, thank you. You're doing a lot today. Thanks, Sunshine. You're bringing me sunshine today. Thank you. Thanks, Rem Chest. I love all that colorful gift stuff. It makes me happy. You know that. Thanks, Wink Wink. Hi, Brown Eyed Girl. Hi, Robin. Hi, Sunshine. I keep seeing this little cardboard bear over here in the bushes. It keeps getting my attention. Hey, everyone. It's a better day. At least I'm not playing crybaby in the bushes all day. I got past that. Oh, I accepted nature for what it is. I know. It was hard. I didn't want to. Sometimes you don't want to accept it, but acceptance is everything. And look at, someone said pet the bear. Okay. Oh, look at the good bear. I brought my AI bear today. It's such a good bear. You want to play fetch? Yes. Oh, I love to play fetch. You want to play fetch? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. See, look at, we have real bears here. Come on, someone tell me to run in my house as fast as I can. Tell me to run a scary black bear. Come on, with a heart on it. What? He's on my shirt? I have to run from my own shirt? Oh my goodness. Don't make me. Oh man. I might be gassed out here. I'm gonna need some more coffee. I need a recharge. I'm gonna go inside for a little bit and do a recharge. In about 9,000 likes on TikTok or so, I'm gonna turn this off. And I'm gonna go do the coffee and hang out with my family a little bit. And when all my buddies come back outside, I'll be rolling back out here again. Oh, I'm waiting for 400,000. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Majestic Queen. Thanks for all the daily support on this channel. When the support stops coming, I might not ever do these broadcasts again. Well, I do them because people like it when I do it. And if I feel like someone doesn't like my content, I'll shut it off so quick. And just make sure you show you appreciate it. The robots are listening and I'm definitely watching. And what I see every day is people like this and they want me to keep doing it, and I'm going to keep doing it. So thank you. Someone said they're going to Tennessee next week. I hope you have fun in Tennessee. I have never been to Tennessee. I'm looking around. I'm reading the room. We're seeing if there's any bears out. No bears. Look at, I braided my little mustache today. Braided. I braided it. I know, look at, I have actual talent. I can braid things. I learned how to do that in kindergarten. I still remember. Thanks, Remcrest. When I was in kindergarten, I did my first braid ever. I had to braid some yarn. It was white yarn. And then we took these little bags and we filled these little bags with potpourri. And then we tied the little potpourri bags onto the big braided yarn thing. I remember doing that the first time I ever braided. And I was in Mrs. Rowe's class. She was my kindergarten teacher. She taught me how to braid, and I still remember. Thanks, Mrs. Rowe. I know she's long gone. She was 87. I had an 87-year-old kindergarten teacher. I had an 87-year-old kindergarten teacher, Mrs. Rowe. She was like Mother Nature. We had pet bunnies, and we had a garden, and she was just the cutest thing ever. Kindergarten when I was a kid was so fun. We had little houses and we'd dress up in clothes and play puppets. And my favorite thing about kindergarten was once a week a kid would get chosen to go pick up the milk and crackers. And it seems like every week Mrs. Rowe chose me. So I'd get on this little tricycle connected to a little wagon, and you had to ride it to the cafeteria. They used to just let kindergarten kids ride around on wagons unsupervised. And I'd go to the cafeteria and fill up with graham crackers and chocolate milks. And then I'd ride it all the way back to kindergarten and share with all the kids. And man, sometimes the things you learn in kindergarten, they stick with you for life. They're the most precious moments. Taking graham crackers and milk to people on a tricycle. Maybe I should go drive around Anchorage and bring a bunch of milk and graham crackers and drive around downtown and see how that goes. Give out milk and graham crackers to all of Anchorage. I think I want to do that. Yes. I think little Casey's gonna relive his childhood. That'd be hilarious. That would mean a lot to me. I hope you guys remember your kindergarten teacher. Take a second, see if you can remember your kindergarten teacher's name. Mine was Mrs. Rowe. Do you remember yours? Put it in the comments real quick. Anybody out there? Look at, how do we all know our kindergarten teachers' names? Kindergarten teachers are so influential. I think my kindergarten teacher's name was Treadwell. I'm just saying, I'm joking. I'm going to make the first Timmy Treadwell joke of the day. Timothy Treadwell was my kindergarten teacher. Oh, man. Well, there you go, everybody. Kindergarten's not over yet. We still have a lot to learn. It's not over yet. You got a lot to learn. Share your knowledge with the world. Keep your ears open. Never stop learning. And next time you're ever going to vote for anybody, make sure they're willing to learn. Because if they know it all, they can't help you. They're not going to learn about your problems if they already know everything. They're never going to understand you if they know it all.